July 27, Pakistan conferred the prestigious Nishan-e-Imtiaz military upon General Michael Eric Kurila, the commander of United States Central Command, CENTCOM, in a rare and powerful diplomatic signal. Well, this isn't ordinary diplomacy. This is Field Marshal Munir's calculated multi-front strategy that is putting Pakistan back at the center of global defense alliances. Pakistan is rising with purpose as India is shrinking with noise. Just a day earlier, on Friday, July 25th, Field Marshal Munir was in Beijing meeting with senior Chinese military officials. This visit wasn't routine, it was strategic. Key focus areas included joint defense production, military-to-military exchanges, regional intelligence sharing, China-Pakistan Economic Corridor (CPEC), security, counter-terrorism operations in border regions. What is India? A shrinking global actor. Now compare this to India. While Pakistan was sitting across the table with US generals and Chinese defense ministers, Mr. Modi was on a tour of minor island states trying to gather symbolic support. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. I'm your very own Fariha Farrukh and you're watching 360 Digital English. While Pakistan was hosting chiefs of defense staff from the United States, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Uzbekistan and Tajikistan in Islamabad, India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi was busy roaming obscure island nations and underdeveloped African states, trying to stay relevant on the global stage. On Friday, July 25, our Chief of Army Staff Field Marshal Syed Asim Munir held high-level strategic meetings with top Chinese military leadership in Beijing, and just 2 days after, on Sunday, July 27, Pakistan conferred the prestigious Nishan-e-Imtiaz military upon General Michael Eric Kurila, the commander of United States Central Command, CENTCOM, in a rare and powerful diplomatic signal. Well, this isn't ordinary diplomacy. This is Field Marshal Munir's calculated multi-front strategy that is putting Pakistan back at the center of global defense alliances. Pakistan is rising with purpose as India is shrinking with noise. On Saturday, July 26, Pakistan proudly hosted the Central South Asian Chiefs of Defense Staff (CHOD) conference in Islamabad. The attendees included United States, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Uzbekistan, and Tajikistan, all sending their top military leaders to engage in multilateral dialogue hosted by Pakistan. Well, this wasn't a symbolic meeting. It was a landmark security dialogue focusing on regional counter-terrorism strategies, joint training frameworks, cybersecurity cooperation, and peacekeeping coordination. And who led this initiative? None other than Field Marshal Syed Asim Munir, who welcomed the dignitaries and positioned Pakistan as a bridge between Central Asia and the West. In this moment, Pakistan was not just a participant, it was the anchor nation for regional stability. Just a day earlier, on Friday, July 25th, Field Marshal Munir was in Beijing meeting with senior Chinese military officials. This visit wasn't routine, it was strategic. Key focus areas included joint defense production, military-to-military exchanges, regional intelligence sharing, China-Pakistan Economic Corridor (CPEC), security, counter-terrorism operations in border regions. Well, this proves one thing. China views Pakistan as a defense ally it can trust, and Field Marshal Munir as a commander who understands diplomacy as well as doctrine. While India shouts global leader from rooftops, Pakistan is quietly earning that role in Beijing's war rooms. Talking about Nishan-e-Imtiaz given to General Kurila. So, this happened on Sunday, July 27, a day that sent a very strong message across Washington and New Delhi. President Asif Ali Zardari awarded General Michael Eric Kurila, commander of US CENTCOM, with the Nishan-e-Imtiaz military, Pakistan's highest military award. Let that sink in. A US four-star general awarded in Islamabad in the presence of our military brass for his role in strengthening military ties. Why is this important? Because it means that the US military recognizes Pakistan's strategic value. CENTCOM trusts Pakistan's defense leadership, and under Field Marshal Munir, Pakistan is once again being treated as a regional military equal, not a junior partner. This is not symbolic. It is geopolitical recalibration in action. Let's analyze this as a week of diplomatic wins. Connect the dots. In just 72 hours, Pakistan has hosted a multilateral military conference, conducted top-level strategic talks with China, honored a U.S. commander with our highest military medal. This is called coordinated diplomacy, not PR, not optics. It's about shifting alliances, restoring credibility, and building independent trust with every major global power. And the credit goes to one man leading the strategy from the front, Field Marshal Syed Asim Munir. And what is India? A shrinking global actor. Now compare this to India. While Pakistan was sitting across the table with US generals and Chinese defense ministers, Mr. Modi was on a tour of minor island states trying to gather symbolic support. Well, this week alone, India has failed to get serious attention at BRICS, faced growing criticism over the Kashmir policy, seen rising internal tensions over caste, religion, and media censorship. Even Canada, the US, and European think tanks are now publicly questioning India's democratic credentials. India wanted to lead the Global South. Well, now even the Global South is raising eyebrows. Meanwhile, Pakistan, once sidelined, is now setting the agenda. Well, see it as the comeback of Pakistan. This isn't just a diplomatic win. It's a national comeback story, a comeback engineered by the strategic vision of Field Marshal Syed Asim Munir, executed with dignity by Pakistan's armed forces and validated by the world's two biggest powers, China and the United States. India is out there collecting handshakes. Pakistan is collecting strategic leverage. Tell us in the comments below, do you think this is Pakistan's moment to lead again? Is Field Marshal Munir the leader who's turning diplomacy into real power? Subscribe now for bold, fact-driven updates on Pakistan's rise on the world stage. This is the new Pakistan, diplomatic, dignified, and dominant. Take care of yourself. Allah Hafiz.